Today I'm going to show you how HubSpot increased their email rate by 1,000% after this. Happy Monday everybody, welcome to ProfitCopilot.com. My name is Mick Meaney and this is all about helping you to get better results online. So today I'm going to give you a proven way to increase your email opt-in rate. In fact, HubSpot have used a similar strategy to increase their opt-in rate by a staggering 1,000%. Can you imagine how crazy good that is? And even in my own small tests on a couple of niche websites, I have seen a significant increase in opt-ins and in engagement. Okay, it's not at the same 1,000% that HubSpot have achieved, but it is significant enough for me to talk about it with you guys. I will be implementing this across Profit Copilot in the very near future, but I thought I'd give you guys a heads up first so you can get rolling with it and increase your opt-in rate before I get round to doing it on Profit Copilot. So today we're going to use automation to deliver a value-based nurture sequence. That's quite a mouthful, right? But it will make sense by the end of this, I can promise you that. So there's two ways that I'm going to show you to increase your opt-in rate, and they're very similar but they work in slightly different ways. The end result is kind of the same. So the first way is to increase the number of funnels. So that means having a total of 2 or 3 marketing funnels on your website. It also means having to have 2 or 3 more lead magnets, more one-time offers, more relevant nurture sequences for every single funnel that you create. So it works like this. It's really simple. We just have to times it by 3. So someone lands on your website, you give them 3 options. They can choose between one of 3 lead magnets, so A, B or C, and then depending on which one they choose, they are brought to an opt-in form specifically for that lead magnet. Then they subscribe, and then as usual they have the opportunity to buy your one-time offer and then ascend further into the sales funnel. If they decline your one-time offer, then they are added to a nurture sequence, and that delivers value. So it's a value-based nurture sequence mixed in with calls to action to encourage them to buy your product or to get in touch to book an appointment or schedule a call. And this is the standard marketing funnel that we all tend to use. So you just times it by 3, you figure out which areas your visitors need the most help with, and then you create more content, more lead magnets specific for those needs. And this works really well because it delivers highly targeted content mixed in with calls to actions to meet those specific needs. And also think about it, okay? Your visitors, they probably wear many different hats. Okay, they have a wide range of interests and needs in any given niche or any given industry. So they might need help in multiple areas. So you're really doubling or tripling up on the amount of help and value you can deliver, but also you're doubling up on the ways you can profit from that individual visitor. And if you want to be really fancy, I would also encourage you to include at least one way that they can access all of the lead magnets. So you might be saying to them, do you need help with traffic? Do you need help with your conversions? Or would you like both of those? And this allows you to deliver the most value and make the most profit. So the next way that I'm going to give you, the second way of doing this, is instead of having multiple lead magnets on the front end, which is kind of a ball ache when you have all these different funnels to manage, this might be a more elegant way to do it. So you have one absolutely killer lead magnet that you know your prospects will want. So you have that as your lead magnet. They opt in to your email list, and then they are immediately presented with more choices inside the actual email itself. So we're still allowing the visitors to segment themselves, but we're doing it after they have already opted in for the freebie. So when they make their decision actually inside the email that you send them. Depending on what they click, they will be redirected to a thank you page where they can download the free PDF or video or whatever it is that you're promising them. And then you follow up with a relevant content-based nurture sequence that is determined by their initial selection on your first email. So through a nurture sequence that delivers value mixed in with the calls to action, you can build trust and profit at the same time. And this is a more elegant way to do things. It allows you to add more options to that initial email very easily. You don't have the 3 or maybe more sales funnels that you're working with. Now you're just working with one email and the automation sequences. And this kind of approach, this is what is responsible for HubSpot increasing their opt-in rate by a jaw-dropping 1000%. So I've got a word of caution. If you're thinking about doing this, I'll get to that in a second. I'll give you a word of caution. But first, I'm going to give you some points to consider if you are thinking about doing this in your business. So standard rules apply. Don't use it as an opportunity to brag about your accolades or how great you are or your income or anything like that. Don't make it about you. So focus on your prospect and their needs. So don't use it just as an opportunity to sell. Deliver value to build trust. Demonstrate, as Frank Kern says, demonstrate you are the best person to help them by actually helping them. Then, as always, tweak things, test new ideas. Don't be afraid to always find new ways to improve the system and focus on building that relationship through empathizing with their problem, giving them part of the solution to help them progress further, and then check in on their progress. And you can do all of these things through the automation sequence, the nurture sequence. But that word of caution that I promised you, well, this cannot be easily achieved through Aweber. Okay? The system is massively outdated. It's buggy. Every time I speak to their support staff about when are you going to add actual genuine automation that is dynamic and based on user actions, the response I've always received is later on this year. And they were saying that to me for 3 years before I decided to move to Active Campaign. And that was one of the best things I have ever done for my business, was to move away from Aweber and move to Active Campaign. Word of advice though, if you're focused heavily on affiliate marketing and you're sending out a lot of pitches every week, Aweber is the one to stick with. Active Campaign has kind of got an issue with heavy affiliate marketing. If you do it in conjunction with delivering value mixed in, then it's fine. But I would advise you to stick with Aweber if you are predominantly affiliate marketing. But for my needs, Active Campaign was the one to go to. And shifting over to them was so easy. They actually did it for me. I didn't have to download the database. I didn't have to do anything. And I recommend Active Campaign because they are the best solution for the best budget. And if you're familiar with Profit Copilot and the stuff I put out there, you know I don't make recommendations very often. I'm going to leave it there. I hope you found this useful. If you have, hit the like button below, subscribe to the channel too, and you'll get another one of these from me tomorrow if you click the little notification bell. So tomorrow is Traffic Tuesday. It is the best day of the week because I get to share some awesome traffic generation strategies with you. So stay tuned for that. Okay. Thank you very much for checking this out. I hope you found it immensely useful. I hope you use it to build your email list even faster. So have a fantastic day and I will see you again tomorrow. Take care.